Right, right. I think from my perspective, technology is improving the world of cooking in another way. I
Okay.
think there are a lot of folks that either are uneducated about general macronutritional elements, which we kind of already discussed. There's a subset of people that are maybe sensitive to certain foods,
Mhm.
um, whether they don't want X, Y, and Z, or whether they have an allergy to a certain food, or
Mhm.
whether they need a certain food in their diet. Like, I'm waking up in the middle of the night and eating ice cream. You need more fats towards the end of your day. I don't know if anybody's specific on that. Uh, but whatever it might be, I think technology can kind of impact those things and kind of level the playing field for,
Mhm.
well, I want to be able to cook, but I'm allergic to this, or I want to be able to, I don't know, I am having this happening, and I want to solve it, or I'm not getting enough protein in my diet because I'm a vegetarian and I need more protein. I
Mhm.
think technology is like bringing us all to the table, pun intended,
Mhm.
uh, from that perspective. And I'd like your perspective on it.
So yeah, actually, Ladle is a recipe personalization platform, right? So whether that is you are a cook at different levels, right, from in terms of novice to expert, or you're somebody who wants to cook exactly what you want to eat, right? So that could be that you're choosing to eat differently, right? As you know, a lot of people are tending to eat more vegan and vegetarian and other diets, right? They feel that feels better to them. So flexism is on the rise. In fact, I think in the US, over one-sixth of people are choosing to eat differently than they were raised eating, right? They're choosing different diets. And the other thing that you mentioned was allergies, right? And allergies actually, interestingly enough, are on the rise. I mean, one of the simple things that people tend to do often is when they're eating vegan or vegetarian, they tend to switch to a lot of soy products. And, soy has actually a higher rate of allergies now than it used to be because it's not something that is typical for a lot of people in North America to have a lot of soy. But nonetheless, like my example of my son who has a lot of food allergies, right? It's like so. That is what Ladle is actually really, really focusing on is the ability for you to cook different meals, different recipes based on your preferences. So it can go from an ingredient level, right? So you can say, hey, this dish has garlic. I don't want to use garlic. Or, it's got white onions. I want red onions to, there's this, it's a beef chili and I want to make it vegan or vegetarian or gluten-free or, uh, you know, uh, that level of it, right? Really being able to, and to be really honest, Zach, we need to make that possible. Think about it. I mean, I remember going to Europe last year, and it's very difficult to be vegetarian in Europe, right? Walking down Paris, really out of the menu of how many things, you basically get one dish you could possibly have. And that should not really be that difficult. And oftentimes it is. It's like, what do I substitute for what, right? So if you can make that easy for people so they can understand that, okay, well, I have a dairy allergy or I'm lactose intolerant, I can't have dairy. So what is it, I can do? How do I make this? I want to have this flan, right? I want to make this flan. I want to eat this. How do I make it? And what are my options? And there should be more than just one option. So, one could be cashew-based flan, but the other option really could be to, use other alternative products to be able to make that. So really with what we're doing with Ladle, the ability for you to personalize that based on your diets is very easy, including, for example, your goals, your health goals could be, you can say, hey, I just came back from the gym. I need to refresh and refuel. What do I eat? Or, I want to look good for the summer and, what do I need to eat? Or, I want to be heart healthy, or I could be, so there could be lots of different things. But yeah, that's exactly what we are really good at, is allowing you to be able to personalize that just for you.